everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, and if you're new here, hi, I'm new too. I'm new to Vlogmas, but I did gather some ideas from other YouTubers and some blog posts that I read about how to do Vlogmas. So one idea was to share the worst Christmas gift, like a story time. But before I share my story, I want to ask you to comment below, what is the worst Christmas present you've ever gotten? When we receive presents, we're supposed to be appreciative and grateful and all in the Christmas spirit and things like that, which I always have been. But you know, sometimes there are gifts that make you go, right? Okay. And also, before we start, who am I looking like? Because I was really on some lazy bone stuff when I was trying to do my hair for this video, and I had a blowout. I did a blowout the other day, but I didn't straighten it, and you can kind of see up close where I straightened it to try and get some curls, but didn't straighten up here. So it's like, it looks bad, and I didn't think that I would look like this, but that's who I look like. If you agree, just give me a big old thumbs up. But if not, that's fine. That's just who I think I look like right now, and it's kind of funny to me. My worst Christmas present ever, I don't remember the year, I don't remember how old I was, but it has stuck with me forever. I really feel like that this gift was petty, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like this was a directed I feel like this gift was a direct attack against me. Like, the person that gave it to me intentionally wanted to get me something, but not, I don't know, how should I say this? To get me something, but not like, I'm 30 plus years old, and when I think about this, like, I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday, and it has always stuck through me. It's like one of the gifts I don't think I'll ever forget. I was so pissed off, and I don't even think that I could hide how upset I was at this gift. But looking back, you know, as an adult, the pain has gone, so I can laugh at it, and I do want to share it. So buckle up. Where I lived on top of a hill, and you could see like the whole city for miles away, you know, and I used to really like that, and I used to wish that I could see, you know, even further away in the city and in the skies, to see, you know, when they would talk about eclipses or comets, or you could see certain planets at certain times. I wanted to do that, so I had asked for a telescope. And I remember whenever we'd go into town, there was a telescope shop that was right there, right before we got to the beach. And I just used to look at the telescopes and be like, oh my God, I want one so much, so much. That's so nice. And just dream about having even a cheap one, maybe one from Walmart or whatever, a telescope. So I was like very adamant that I wanted a telescope, and anybody who asked me, that's what I was telling them that I wanted. I wanted a telescope. So I knew that they were expensive, and I wasn't really expecting to get one, but I asked for one anyways, you know. And on Christmas morning, my sister's there, my cousins are there, my grandma, my uncle, my aunt, everybody's there. It's Christmas morning, and underneath the tree, which it had been underneath the tree for a while, you know, was a rectangular box, right? It was long and short, and I just knew, I knew from like the bottom of my heart, okay, I would have bet money on it. I was just so like, I was excited and happy, because every day I would come home, I would see that damn box, and I would think, yeah, that's my telescope. What else could it be, right? It's my telescope. So Christmas morning comes, naturally, that's the first thing I want to open, but I'm like, I'm gonna save it for last. You know, I don't remember what any other present was. I don't remember anything about anything else. I just remember opening up that box and just feeling overwhelmed with excitement. You know, I was gonna tear that box open and immediately set that telescope up and go outside, or do something. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do, but I was gonna use that telescope immediately. Okay, that was the plan. Anyways, I'm sitting there, and And I opened that box, and you want to know what was in that box? It wasn't this. Mm-mm. It wasn't this. It wasn't. You want to know what was in that box? What else could be in the box but a damn telescope, right? What else? Why would anything but a telescope be in that box? I thought it was a joke. I'm gonna start with that. I thought it was a joke when I unwrapped that gift and the box was not a telescope box. I still had a belief deep inside me, not even deep inside me, like it just didn't occur to me that it could be anything else but a telescope, no matter what the box said. It wasn't a telescope. I'm still sitting here, 30 plus years old, baffled at the fact that I did not have, is what makes me think, this is what makes me think that it was intentional. Why would you give me a box shaped like it would be a telescope in the box? And for what was in the box, I'm getting upset. I thought I said I was over it, but maybe I'm not over it. Because I haven't, that's like something, I'm going to have to start asking some questions. Like, why did you buy me that? But anyways, I opened the box. It wasn't no damn telescope. It was a pogo stick. A pogo stick. I had no interest in that. I was in disbelief. And even worse, but even worse than the fact that it was a pogo stick was that this pogo stick was for like kids. Okay, and granted, I was a kid. I know it had to have been like 12, maybe 12 and under, close to 12, something like that. The pogo stick was for kids, you know, like 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. I was over the weight limit, so it wouldn't even work for me. I had to give the pogo stick to my sister, and she was over the moon about it. Oh my God, I just remember sitting there staring at her because we took it outside so she could play with it. And she was just, oh my God, all the neighborhood kids, it wasn't a lot of neighborhood kids just surrounding her and taking turns on this, because they were little kids, right? My neighbors. I can hear it in my head and see my sister bouncing around that pogo stick. I was sick to my stomach. All I could think was, that's supposed to be my telescope. Why in the hell is it a pogo stick? What am I supposed to do with it? And also, I was a little chunky as a kid, and people had already been making fun of me for being fat, but looking back, I was just chunky. So I got a Christmas gift that I couldn't even play with because I was over the weight limit. So it was a lot going on that makes me think that that was the worst Christmas gift that I've ever gotten. I try and laugh about it, but now that I'm telling other people about that and really thinking about that, like, damn, my feelings are still hurt. But yeah, so there's your Vlogmas video for today. Personal story, a story time about my worst Christmas present ever. I hope that you enjoyed that story, and I hope that your worst Christmas present can bring you a little bit of laughter like mine did. If I were to call my sister up right now, I should call her up right now. Let me call this Hope. On a regular phone call. Maybe FaceTime. I'm gonna see if she remembers that I wanted a telescope on. If she picks up, we hardly ever call. She probably thinks it's my baby. It's because my baby does this. She calls her on FaceTime all day long. So she's probably just ignoring the call. She thinks it's the baby. I'm almost positive. I could text her too, huh? Why is she not picking up the phone? I wasn't raised with my sister. She came to visit me for Christmas that year. We were raised separately. She lived with our mom's mom and I lived with my dad's mom. Our mom was murdered when we were younger, so we got separated. But she spent Christmas with me that year. She was visiting, and I want to know. I wanted to see if she could remember it. But of course, this brat isn't picking up, which is fine. If I can get her on the phone later, I will. But anyways, that's it. That's today's Vlogmas. Stay tuned for another one. I hope that you enjoyed this story if I haven't already said that. And yeah, don't forget to tell me what your worst Christmas present was that you've ever gotten, if you've ever had one. Also, tell me, do you think that that was intentional? I need somebody else to tell me, am I tripping? Or do you feel like that was intentional? Like, for what reason would you give me a pogo stick that comes in a box shaped just like it when you knew? And I mean, I sound spoiled and I sound ungrateful, but maybe I'll go into some more Christmas story times with you so you can kind of get a better idea of my perspective and why it's like that. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.